Good morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to Jack Stocken's intermediate class. Looks like a big group this morning, which is terrific. And welcome to anyone who can't be here with us this morning but will watch via replay. The usual drill, if you have any problems, tech problems, which I hope you don't, try to use your email that Bashir sent you and log back in with that, or you can use the click here for support just above me. So I think it's about that time to welcome your teacher down. Just for a moment. Waiting.
Morning.
Hello.
The teacher is here in the house.
Thank heavens you're stable and you're not floating around.
Yes. No, that's better, isn't it? I don't know. I think it was just a little bit of a bug last week. Well, not a bug, but I think something you and I did wrong.
Oh, well, I'll take the blame anyway. Looks like you've got a big class, which is terrific, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always nice to be here on Monday morning, Franny, and we've got Jack's Jolly to look at as well.
Yeah, a few people have already put in a suggestion, so that's good.
I was just going to say they've got a few more seconds just to put their answer in after the week 2 opener. Pass. What do you bid with that hand there? Do you bid? Do you pass? Do you bid 2 no trumps, or do you double for takeout, Franny? I mean, it's not easy.
Well, yes, I don't know. You've only got 14 points, really.
So we'll have a look at that in just a second. And Jack's mum's with us this morning. Morning, Jack's mum.
Lovely. So Jack's mum's not travelling?
No, Jack's mum was travelling, but she was in France for 10 days, but she didn't really like it. She's got a holiday home there, but it was incredibly hot for Jack's mum. It was like 36, 38 degrees.
They have had a bit of the global warming thing.
Yeah, so it was really uncomfortable. She literally couldn't really go outside into the garden, sweltering at night. I think she was quite happy when she got home. But all's well, and I've actually got my suitcase packed. I'm off to the mystery location.
So we'll have to get a few guesses in for that, won't we?
We'll play that game at the end. Yes, as you know, I love playing games. I'm a bridge player. I love guessing games. I love quizzes. So yes, we'll have a little think about where I'm going this afternoon. And those who join me on Wednesday for the Improvers Review can see me live in that mystery location.
Oh, we'll all be envious, of course. All right, great.
9:29. We'll just give them 30 seconds or so.
Yes.
9:29 UK time. But otherwise, yes. So we're all good for Wednesday. You and me for the Improvers. And Madgie's just arrived in time. That's good, Madgie. Have you had time to look at the Jack's Jolly? Madgie, one of our many regular viewers. Madgie's missed it. Well, I think it's there. You can't see Jack's Jolly. Let me just show them Jack's Jolly, Franny. Hang on.
Okay, I'm not touching anything. Oh, look, I'm still there.
You're still there.
I'm on the right.
Let me go back again. Hang on. Yes, maybe come off now, Franny.
Okay, that's a good idea.
And I'll do the Jack's Jolly. Yeah, okay, because then we won't have me floating. Hopefully. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I think we need to do it in the right order. So bye-bye, Franny, for the time being. Let's just have a look at the Jack's Jolly. Just for those who haven't seen it, you got a few seconds just to have a little look. Week 2 open and partners passed. I think what's important in these auctions is that, North might have 12, 13, 14 points unable to bid for one reason or the other. So you are in the protective position, as we call it. Any more answers coming in? I'm just having a little look at the thing. Those watching in replay. Madgie's managed to have a go. That's good. Madgie's come in with a bid. Tony, Sandra are late to the party, but they've joined the party. Yes, maybe you couldn't see Jack's Jolly whilst I was chatting with Franny. I think you have to do something, yes. I think you can't pass with a good 14 count. Partner could easily have 11, 12, 13 points. You might miss game. Nothing's ideal. Quite often in bridge, there's no obvious bid. That's why this is a Jack's Jolly. Just where all the answers flooding in now. That's great. That so many of you are having a go. It's between double or two no trump. Nothing's perfect, but quite often in bridge, as you know by now, you do the thing that I would say is the least bad. Like when you're making a lead. My partner led away from an ace the other day, one of my improvers, so I mentor. I said, no, that's the worst lead I make. Please never lead away from an ace again. Luckily, it didn't affect the result, but it could easily have done. A singleton trump is better than leading away from an ace, for example. Oh, Bonnie's got a leak. Oh, I won't ask what kind of leak, Bonnie, but see you soon. Good. Are we ready for the answer? I think many of you have had a go now, which is great. That's what the Jack's Jolly is there, just to give you a bridge tip, really, isn't it? Every other week, pretty much. And let's have a look at the answer now. I think we're ready. 3, 2, 1. Those in replay, you've got the pause button. I think you've had a go as well, hopefully. Let's see. And not surprisingly, probably, it's double. Yeah, most of you came in with double there. Well done. Not ideal for two no trumps. I mean, two no trumps is 15, 15 to 18. You could come unstuck with that. Partner raises to game. So double's good. As Jack's mum has wisely said, you've got both majors. And if partner goes 3 clubs on a 4-card suit, you just have to live with it. Because they could do. It's possible partner might only have 4 clubs and nothing else, but it's unlikely, and you just roll with it. But here you see, partner has got a lovely 7-card club suit. You just play in 3 clubs like we did. This was an online hand that we played. And 3 clubs was a nice contract. Got a 65% score. Obviously, you wouldn't be making game on this hand. Piers is asking, is 2 no trump 15 to 18 or 15 to 19? It's a good question, Piers. And it would apply to a 1 no trump overcall as well. Well, for beginners, it's 15 to 19. Because it's all inclusive. But improvers and intermediates used to have it as 15 to 18. Which is how high players and I teach it. If you're 19 or more, you're too strong to overcall no trumps. You start with a double. A little tip there for Piers. But I would play it as 15 to 18 very much. Okay, let's get on with today's lesson. 9:34, we've done the Jolly. And today we are defending against preempts. Always irritating, isn't it? I love preempting, but it's annoying when the opponents do it against you. If they open 2 spades or 3 spades. So when the opponent's preempt, overcalling a suit, pretty much an opening hand, 12 points or more, or 11 with rule of 20 values, it's a decent, it is a decent overcall. It's not like a 1 spade overcall where you may have 6 points, no. 5 decent cards in your suit. You're effectively on the opening side, you're bidding to make, you see. And just on that last one, Mike, no, they were wondering to overcall 3 clubs. No, just as we've said, Mike and Irene, you really need opening values to overcall 3 clubs on that hand back there. Yeah. Funny enough, just what we're talking about now, yes. Yeah, we're too weak with only, whatever we had, 7 or 8 points. Good question from Mike and Irene. So no, we would not overcall 3 clubs on Jack's Jolly. So let's get down to business. What might or might not you do after a 3-club opening there? From the opposition. Just waiting for the answers to come in. And you won't be surprised here that you can bid three spades here. Some of you doubling. Quite a lot of you doubling there. Quite a lot bidding 3 spades as well. But yes, prefer to show the 5-card major there. Problem is, if you double the takeout, a part of it's 3 hearts or 4 hearts, you're up the you-know-what. Yeah, so it's not ideal for double at all with just king X of hearts. Much prefer 3 spades. I mean, it's a little bit dangerous, but you do have to stick your neck out with the opponent's bid because there's no bidding space. Partner might have a singleton or a doubleton spade, but you do need to get your bids in there. Otherwise, you're just going to miss out on contracts or game. So you do have to be a lot braver when they've opened at the 3 level. Of course you do. That's why they preempt, to make life awkward for you. Good, but yes, double. I wouldn't be doubling on that now. Partner might easily go 3 hearts, so they might jump to 4 hearts, on a 4-card suit. You'd be really stuck. 3 spades, non-forcing, opening hand, decent 5-card suit. Yeah. I think it's going to be a really useful lesson for us today. Jill's asking, Jill, I would double when I had at least 3 cards for the in the other suits. But generally, it's better to overcall a 5-card major. As you know, we did that lesson a few weeks back. Now, what about this one? They've opened 3 clubs. And you got a 7-card heart suit and 8 points. Do you pass or bid 3 hearts? I might give you a get out jail free. I'm in a good mood. I'm going away on holiday this afternoon. We'll have a little guessing game at the end where I might be going. Not all of you like to guess where I'm going on holiday. Get out of jail free. Can I just give you an expression? You don't preempt over a preempt. Okay? There's a little get out of jail free because I do like to use it. Ooh, there we go. Have we got opening values? Answer, at the 1 level I'm talking about, answer no. So a few of you were tempted to bid 3 hearts there, but I'm glad you will have learned, hopefully, from your mistake. Yeah, you don't bid 3 hearts or 4 hearts here. You bid to make, to show an opening hand. Good, so I think there's going to be some useful themes this morning for us. I know there are going to be some, not think. This one, again, 10 points. The good news is I'm only going away for 4 days. So I'm back here next week. Normal duty resumed. And we're having a review next week as well. So there's a review on Wednesday with the improvers. We're having a review next Monday. And again, yeah, I think you're all going to pass with that grotty looking 10 count. If the opposition bid 1 spade, I wouldn't even bid 2 hearts with that. Bad shape, bad suit. Yeah. Passing with that for sure. Good. I think everyone was in agreement on that one. Okay, so partners overcalled 3 hearts. Opening value is decent 5-card suit. You'd prefer to have 6, but you could just have a 5-card suit. So these are your priorities here, responding to your partner's overcall of 3 hearts there. You'd raise to 4 hearts with 3 cards and approximately 9+ points. It's not an exact science because, North might only have 11 or 12 points. They might have 16, 17, 18. You could bid 3 spades here with 5 spades and about 10 points. Forcing. Yeah, that'd be a forcing bid. 10+ points. Change of suit here definitely would be forcing to game. And finally, you could bid 3 no trumps again with a club stopper at about 10 or more points. So those are your various options. But again, the E word, experience, just, is the key here, knowing when to bid 4 hearts and when to pass. But those are guidelines for you. It's not an exact science. But that's why people preempt. They take up bidding space, make life awkward for us. Let's go on to ham 1 on BBO. Oh, not on BBO, on LBO even. Where are we? There we go. And East has opened 3 clubs. They've already started bidding. What next for us for South today? What have we got? 12 points, 6 hearts to the ace 10. Clear to bid 3 hearts, isn't it? Opening hand, decent suit, 6 card suit, yeah. Let's have a look at North to see what they might do. So we'll hide South for a moment. We'll go on to North. What might you do with a North hand? What do you got? 13 points. What might be your best bid there, do you think? Yes, I'm getting more used to the new technology now. I'll probably speak too soon. But I've managed to create a set, so they all should run on after each other, these set hands, with any luck. I don't have to share the screen again, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'm still getting used to it. I'm not amazing. Yeah, 3 spades is clear here. Yeah, 5 cards or more, forcing for 1 round. Yeah. And back to South. $12 points. Partners bid 3 spades, showing a 5 card suit, forcing. Yeah, 3 no trumps looks like the right bid, doesn't it, here, with a stopper in clubs, and you haven't got a fit in spades. And the opening lead is the Queen of Clubs. Thank you, partner, for the dummy. What do we have? 3 no trumps. I'm just counting certain tricks. Are you counting 6? It's fairly easy to count certain tricks, isn't it, when you know how? Just remember the bidding, of course. There's the bidding for you. East Open 3 clubs. Yeah. So that's something I would do online. I would check the bidding. Normally, I would check it once or twice in the hand. Not always. If I'm playing online, you're not allowed to ask when you're playing face-to-face, as you know. Right. Well, it's all to do with the diamonds, isn't it? All to do with the diamonds. Right. Let's get going. East does well to overtake with the King of Clubs, and we know to duck that. Good. So we've ducked the club. We now know that West has no more clubs. But East did well to overtake the Queen with the King of Clubs, by the way, just in case partner's club was a singleton. Queen could have been a singleton, which would have been a bit embarrassing if they were left on lead with it and couldn't return it. So East did well to overtake with the King of Clubs at trick 1 because they had Jack 10. Right, which card do we play next from our own hand? Which card do we play? This is so much more challenging for you than showing you the other 2 hands. It's so much more realistic. Yeah, I'm embracing this new system that we're doing. Well, hang on. I think you might need to get out of jail free card, because we have a danger hand and a safe hand here. Quite tricky danger hand and safe hands. The danger hand is East. Yeah. If East gets the lead, they've got loads of clubs to cash. The safe hand is West. So we don't mind losing the lead to West. So given that, how should we take the diamond finesse, do you think? You can change your mind if you want. Normally, I'll just tell you the normal way of playing the diamonds without any other factors would you play the ace of diamonds in case of singleton queen, then run the 10. But is that a good idea from here? It's a bad idea. So we need to go to dummy with the ace of hearts. King of hearts, sorry. Good. And very well done if you did that first time round, because many of you are playing a diamond from hand. So well done if you played a heart to the king, either those watching live or in replay. Now what card do we play? Because they opened 3 clubs, Julia, so they must have a 7-card suit. I mean, occasionally they have 6, but that'd be weird. They wouldn't have led the queen from Queen XX if they had 3 clubs as well. So the lead was a doubleton, Queen X. East must have 3 clubs for their preempt. Good question from Julia. So good. Now we play the 2 of diamonds. Second player play low. And from our own hand, these are slightly harder hands today as well. Good. We take the finesse the other way. We've got what we call a 2-way finesse position here in bridge. Most finesses are only 1 way. But here we got a 2-way. Right. But are we bothered if we lose to the Queen of Diamonds? Answer yes or no. Is that going to make us sad? The answer is no, because they won't have any clubs to return. As it happens, the diamond finesse works, which is a little bonus for us. So now we cash the ace. No, we need the ace of diamonds for the finesse. Cashing the ace of diamonds would not work here at all. East would win with the queen and get in with their clubs. We have to keep the ace of diamonds. It just wouldn't work. So now we play the ace of diamonds. Oh, hang on. Hang on. So, what next for us, Sister Clara? We are in Clara's hand, aren't we? Well, we don't have any entries back to that hand, do we? We had better play the ace of hearts. Well done if you spotted that. Because that's our last time in our own hand, isn't it? Yeah, so cash the ace of hearts. Now we can play a diamond to the king. Jack of diamonds. 6 of diamonds. We're just cashing our winners now. Ace of spades. And we'll give the opposition the last 3 tricks. We'll just play them out quickly. Spade finesse wouldn't have worked anyway. And there we go. That was quite a tricky hand, wasn't it? It is available in replay, so you can play this one yourself after the lesson this afternoon or tomorrow, whenever you have some spare time, of course. And you always click on this little arrow here. Well, you can click the cards if you like, or the arrow tells you the right cards to play. Quite tricky, that. So, key thing, this is a hand really about danger hand and safe hand, something we do talk about. The danger hand was E. So it wouldn't have worked. Someone wanted to play the ace of diamonds. No, that means the queen would have always won and they'd have got in. We wouldn't have minded, as it happens, the finesse work, but we wouldn't have minded if West had the queen of diamonds, because then they wouldn't be able to get back in with the clubs. Right, let's go back to the classroom. No, Julia, they did lead clubs. They led the queen of clubs. Their partner's suit. Right, let's go back to the classroom. When the opponent's preempt, double is the most flexible call. Yeah, it doesn't take up any bidding space, does it? So if you would have doubled, say, a 1-club opening bid, you double a 3-club opening bid. So when defending against preempts, either at the 2 level or the 3 level, you bid pretty much as you would have done if they've opened at the 1 level. Sometimes double when you would have overcalled, as double is a more flexible bid at this higher level. So let's have a look at some doubling examples, shall we? So they've opened 3 clubs. You've got 13 points. Do you double or bid 3 hearts there? Yeah, I think we don't need to wait for too long on this one, do we? It's a textbook double. You just don't have the space to bid 3 hearts there. you wouldn't be able to get the spades in at all. The bidding space. Well done. So we double with that one for takeout. This one, what have we got? 13 points. Dorothy's got a question. It's a good one from Dorothy. She's saying, does a 3-club preempt ever have only 6 clubs? Well, it should have 7, Dorothy, but some people do open 3 clubs on a 6-card suit. And it's totally allowed. And definitely I would do if I was third in hand, non-vulnerable, or even non-vulnerable first in hand with a good suit. I do sometimes open 3 clubs with a 6-card suit, but not always. It can be dangerous, especially vulnerable with a bad suit. Yeah, but non-vulnerable with a good suit, I quite like 3 clubs. King, Queen, Jack to 6. Yeah, if you're not vulnerable, it's fine to bid 3 clubs. Perfectly within the rules. Right, are we all doubling here? Most of us doubling here. I don't really care for 3 diamonds. Gets the majors into play, you see. If partner's got a 5-card major, double is more flexible than overcalling 3 diamonds. I don't mind 3 diamonds. It's a good suit, but I just think it's better to try and get the majors into play. There is someone who's very flexible. I don't think I'd be able to do that on my Pilates mat that is in front of me here. Let's move on. When the opponents preempt, responding to partners takeout double. Well, the rules are quite similar to a 1-level double. You jump the bidding with 9 points or more. You prefer to bid the 4-card major than the 5-card minor. And you bid 3 no trumps with a stopper in the preemptor suit. Just 1 stop is enough. So let's have a look at responding to partners takeout double now. So here's an interesting one. Yes, 3 clubs, partners doubled for takeout. Always would be. East passes over to south. Good question from Dorothy about that. I think, do consider sometimes opening 3 clubs with a 6-card suit. Doesn't always work well. But definitely non-vulnerable third in hand would be the favourite time to do it when your partner's passed. So we could bid loads of things here, couldn't we? We could bid 3 diamonds, we could bid 4 diamonds, we could bid 3 hearts, or we could bid 4 hearts. It's going to be a very useful lesson, this, I think, for you, given the amount of wrong answers we've had so far. Means it's an area that we need to have some work on, which is what we're doing this morning. And of course, you've got the 2-page, don't forget the 2 pages of notes, very clear notes for you to digest, to download. And you've got the 2 playable hands as well. So a lot of things to help you on your way. For newcomers, of course, we've got the weekly sessions on BBO. If anyone is new, Shauna is in charge of that. Let me know and I'll give you her email address. So Shauna, she's not in charge of organising games, but she puts people in touch with each other via the WhatsApp groups. They can find partners, etc. Right, are we ready for action? I think we are. Yeah, so a mixture here. What can I see? I can see 3 hearts, 4 hearts. Some of you bidding 3 diamonds, 1 or 2 of you. Mostly 3 hearts or 4 hearts. Well, I think the first thing is you don't want to mention the diamonds, no. Yeah, we must mention that 4-card major, otherwise we're never going to find a fit. Do we bid 3 hearts, though? Or do we jump to 4 hearts? Well, if you bid 3 hearts here, partner will normally pass, because you might have nil point. You're being forced to bid. So very well done. You've got 3 seconds to change your answer. If you bid 1 or 2 changing their minds, just in time, Graham and Carol. You got in there under the radar. One of our several double acts now. Good, but well done again if you bid 4 hearts straight away, because many improvers don't. They bid 3 diamonds, they bid 3 hearts. So they've got to remember those 2 things. Opposite a double, show that 4-card major. Even if I had a 6-card diamond suit here, I'll still be bidding 4 hearts. And the second thing, with 9 plus points, jump. I mean, or a good 8. You know, if you've got a 5-card suit and 8 count, you know, the rules aren't set in stone. But well done if you jump to 4 hearts there. Yeah, because 3 hearts, you're being forced to bid, you might have nothing, partner will pass. That's the full hand, you see. And if you don't, the point is, if you don't mention the major suit now, you'll never find the 4-4 fit. That's why it's so important to bid the 4-card major after a takeout double, because it's impossible for North to show they've got 4 hearts and 4 spades after that. Could always show a 5-card suit. Good. Let's go on to hand 2 now. There it is, all waiting for us. West is opening with 3 diamonds. No surprise there. Shall we have? Well, we'll see what North does. Here we go. North makes a takeout double. East passes. And what now for us as South? This is great again because we've hidden the other 3 hands. You're on your own. What's our best bid here now? Opposite partners takeout double. I missed that question from Smarty. Where are we? Oh, Judith. How does the big differ? Oh, 4 hearts and 4 spades, Smarty. 3 clubs double. You bid 4 clubs, slightly more advanced. So 3 clubs double pass. You bid 4 clubs to show 4-4 in both majors. Partner, please choose. So more advanced question from Smarty. 3 clubs say double pass. 4 clubs now. Artificial, saying I've got 4-4 in both majors. You choose. The same with 3 diamonds. If we bid 4 diamonds here, Smarty as South, it shows 4 hearts and 4 spades. Partner, please choose. But more advanced bid, and you would need to alert it. And Judith's saying the examples are all 3 clubs. Well, this is 3 diamonds. But yes, no, similar type of thing. If it's 3 hearts, 3 spades. Judith, yeah, similar technique. You know, you quite often have to bid 4 clubs or 4 diamonds. But you prefer 3 no trumps, of course, if partner doubles 3 hearts or 3 spades. So we're all jumping to 4 hearts, are we? Nearly all of us. It's not called anything, it's just a Q bid. So just to explain in one way, it's quite advanced this, so I don't want to get bogged down in it. But if it was to go 3 diamonds, double by North, pass by East, if South now bids 4 diamonds, their suit, I can't stay on this too long because it is more advanced. That shows 4 hearts and 4 spades. Partner, please choose the major. Howard, all I can suggest, I think the rest of us are okay with the bidding. I think we can all see it. He's saying that the bidding's too small. Maybe, Howard, you're using a screen that's too small. I can only think of using a phone or an iPad. Maybe I would use a bigger screen. That's all I can suggest. But the convention is a Q bid, by the way. It doesn't have a particular name. But here, well done for jumping to 4 hearts. 9 plus points and at least 4 cards in hearts. Okie dokie. That's why we jumped. 3 hearts would show 0 to 8 points. And the opening leads the King of Diamonds, not surprisingly. Partner's suit. Just recap on the bidding. There it is. West open 3 diamonds. Okay, so what are we thinking about here? Counting losers, are we? Jackson, I'm answering a few questions, which is good. 2 diamonds to lose. Probably 1 heart, maybe 2. We've got to be quite careful. So let's play away. East switches to a club. Okay, good. So we're back in play with the ace of clubs. What card do we play from Declarer's hand now? Well, the thing is, if we create a diamond void, you see, East hasn't got any diamonds. They're going to overruff us. Yeah, spades might be 3-3 here. We could get rid of a diamond. Lisa and Den wants to know why East didn't play back a diamond. Lisa and Den, very simple solution. They didn't have one. Yeah, because remember, West opened 3 diamonds. They've got 7. East had a singleton diamond. I think it's right to draw trumps here. So start with the 2 of hearts. Yeah, problem about creating a void in diamonds, that East is just going to overruff the dummy. Loses to the king. They come back a club, not surprisingly. And which card do we play from dummy now? But then normally we would try and rough a diamond in dummy, create the void. But here, you see, we know East hasn't got any. They're just going to overruff the dummy. The jump, Pam, shows a 4-card heart suit and 9+ points, jumping to 4 hearts, by the way. Ace of hearts now, yeah, good. Which one from us is Declarer? Yeah. Known as a marked finesse. We've had a few marked finesses last few weeks. A finesse we know is going to work. Right, well, we're going along quite nicely. We've drawn trumps. We've been careful with the trump suit. We've picked up all the trumps. What do we do next? We still have got 2 diamond losers. We've lost 2 tricks. We've got 2 diamond losers. We're hoping that spades are 3-3, or the jack 10 is a doubleton, by the way. That would help. Yeah, just before we play the spades, do you think we can put some pressure on East? How can we put pressure on East, do you think? Which card should we play from Declarer's hand to put pressure on East? Can't afford to lose the lead, of course, because then we'll lose our 2 diamonds. What card will put pressure on East, do you think? Yes, Pam, you still jump after a normal double. 1 diamond double pass. You still jump with 9+ points opposite a 1-level takeout double. Yes, there's no harm in playing out our last trump here. Discarding a club, of course, not a spade. And East has to throw a club. Yeah, it's a harder lesson, this one. Now we can play the spades. King of spades. 2 of spades to the ace. Right. Well, interesting, everyone. The jack of spades has turned up there. Let's pause for a moment. And remember, they preempted as well. Yeah, tough lesson, this one, Judy. One of the harder ones. And the second hand's harder too. Now, what do we do from dummy? Now, we've got the queen of spades, or the 9 of spades, or the 9 of clubs. Is it looking as though spades are 3-3? The answer is definitely not. given that West opened 3 diamonds, has just turned up with a jack of spades. The 10 of spades is almost certainly with East. Yeah. So what can we do to end play East, do you think, from dummy? The heart increases pressure, Andrew, because it forced East to make a discard. We'll look at the end, you'll see. It put pressure on East discards, playing that 6 of hearts. It effectively squeezed them. But now comes the clever bit. Yes, we exit with the 9 of clubs. They have to win with the 10. And should we just look at East cards? Look. Yeah, they have to lead away from their spade to give us the last few tricks there. Look. So that was a tough hand, that. 4 hearts, bid and made on an end play. Quite fun, though, to see how the experts would make that. Only the club expert would make that hand. No, well, you're very honest, Maggie. But no, only the club expert. I mean, if I made that hand, if I played that hand like that, I'd be quite pleased with myself. Put it that way. I wouldn't do it automatically. Hard. Level of difficulty about there. But the clues were there, yeah. But quite fun to see how the experts do it, isn't it? But no, most club players would definitely go at least one down there. Quite fun there. Drawing the trumps was interesting. Definitely playing the 2 of hearts, not the queen. The queen would have been a big mistake here. It's normal really to start with a low trump towards the honour, isn't it? Right, let's go back to the classroom. When the opponents preempt, 3 no trumps is often the best contract. Those famous words of Bob Hammond. What are his famous words? Do you remember? We mention it every now and again. Bob Hammond, you can Google him. Famous American bridge players, won the World Championship several times. I think he's won the most amount of master points in America. What's his expression about 3 no trumps? I was telling one of my improvers the other day. He is known as Mr. 3 no trumps. I don't know him. I've never met him or played bridge against him. But yes, his famous expression is, if 3 no trumps is a choice of bid, then make it. Yeah, well done. So there you go. So to bid 3 no trumps over preempt, 16 or more points, and obviously a stopper in the opponent's suit. Suits the game split badly, so 3 no trumps often works out better, even if you're not quite balanced. So let's have a look at this little strategy. You know, I wouldn't say always bid 3 no trumps. Of course I wouldn't. But, you know, most of the time, if you're in doubt, 3 no trumps is a good option for obvious reasons. Now, what do you think your best bid is here with 16 points over 3 hearts? Bob Hammond. I think it's H-A-M-M for mother, O-N for November. Hammond, I think. Well, some, you know, improvers might bid 4 clubs here, but that's just no man's land. It gets you nowhere. It's not game. You know, partner's probably going to pass. So we remember Bob Hammond. I think he is still alive as far as I know. You mustn't worry about the spades, Dulcie. No. Only worry about the hearts. They're not going to lead a spade. They're going to lead a heart, their partner's suit. Do not worry about stoppers in every suit. Only a stopper in hearts. Good. And as I've just said, it doesn't matter we're unbalanced, nor does it matter that we don't have a spade stopper. If you don't have a stopper in hearts, Maggie, you either double or bid your suit. Okay? You would 100% need a heart stopper. Okay, so let's move on. Again, a 3 heart opener. Yeah, someone was asking about opening 3 hearts and 3 spades, so here we go. Your prayers have been answered. What do you think about that? 20 points. Well, are the words of Bob Hammond ringing in your ears? I don't have a bell to hand. Yeah, do not worry about that singleton king of spades. One or two of you were doubling here. No, it'd be very awkward if partner bid 3 spades or 4 spades. They might jump to 4 spades, which would leave you not very comfortable. So 3 no trump is the best option here. Okie dokes. Responding to partner's 3 no trump overcall, normally pass, or you would probably bid 4 hearts or 4 spades with a 6 card major, or you could look for slam. The reason Anne's worried about, because they won't lead spades, you see, Anne. They'll lead their partner's suit, which is hearts. That's why you don't have to be worried about stoppers in the other suits. Or you look for slam. 4 no trumps will be a quantitative raise. So let's play hand 3. Oh, there we go. 3 hearts, yeah. By east. What next for us is south? 17 points. There's a lot in this lesson, Peter. You're definitely getting value for money today. Especially for the, slightly less experienced players, but it is a harder lesson. The set hands are harder as well. Some of your lessons are easier, some are medium. This will be a harder one. But next week, you can have a nice review to relax a bit. Take a bit of a chill pill. Are we all bidding 3 no trumps? Yes, we are. Only the stopper in hearts. Do not worry about that stopper in spades. Otherwise, you'll never be in 3 no trumps. And they're leading their partner's suit. Which is always a wise thing to do in no trumps. Keeps them in a good mood, doesn't it? Right, well, counting certain tricks. 3, 4, 5, 6. Clearly extras in diamonds. There might be 1 or 2 in spades. Just bear in mind who preempted here. It was east. Yeah, over to the right there. So there again, overtake with the king. The queen here doesn't promise the jack, Richard. No, it'd be either a singleton queen of hearts, his partner's suit, or it could be a doubleton queen X. Yeah, when it's partner's suit, doesn't promise the jack. Good question from Richard. Good, and we've done. What? Yeah, I think you're going to try the diamonds now. Let's do that. Hoping they divide 3 and 2. But not surprisingly, east discards a heart. Yeah, diamonds are 4-1. So we press on with the queen. Spade can go. Okay, so we've cashed the ace, king, queen of diamonds. What do we do next? As to Clara South. Donated by the yellow gold bar, as you can see. Let's take a little pause. We know that West has the jack of diamonds. So we do a lose to win, don't we? Yeah, that's it. Comes back a club. Quite pleased they didn't come back a spade in a way. And we cash our 2 winning diamonds. Clubs are useless. Good. Well, we're still a trick short, aren't we? So we play the 2 of spades. Second player plays low. Now, and again, this is the brilliancy of not being able to see East-West cards. Because in the old days, you could just see the queen and the ace, couldn't you? What do you think we do now? We've reached the point of no return. King or jack? Place your bets. One's going to make 3 no trumps, one's going to get you defeated. And the reason for success is quite subtle here. This is another hard hand. I'm just going to give you some clues. If you let East in, they're going to take lots of winning hearts and they're going to go down. So if East has the ace of spades, you're toast. Yeah. But if West has the ace of spades, you only need 1 trick from spades. We need 2 more tricks. We've got the king of clubs and we need to make 1 spade, either the king or the jack. But the jack is a losing option here. It will lose to either the ace or the queen and they'll cash their hearts. So very well done, because it was quite subtle. You have to play the king, hoping that West has the ace of spades, which they do. Okay, so it is quite a subtle reason. If it's going over your head, let it waft over. Well, I've done this for a while, like the warm breeze. And we cash our winning club and give up the last 2 tricks to the opposition. Yeah, I mean, West was slightly more likely to have the ace of spades anyway, as they didn't preempt. You know, East was their preemptive hand. But you did have to play the king of spades. So if you'd have played to the jack, you'd have lost to the queen and gone down. Interesting, wasn't it? So quite tough on that hand. The key takeaways, losing to win diamonds, and then playing to the king of spades, not the jack. Thank you, Lizzie H. We'll see you next week. She's got to go. Let's go back to the classroom. Still a bit more to do. Okay, partners overcalled 3 no trumps. What next for you, if anything, with that south hand? Wouldn't have made any difference, Jill, if they played the ace of spades there, by the way. Yeah, they just take their ace. They didn't have any hearts left. Would have made no difference if they played the ace of spades. They did well to play low to give us a nasty guess. So I've overcalled 3 no trumps, showing 16 or more. You've got 17. 16 and 17, I'm not great at maths, can do basic maths, is 33. Yes, remember the rhyme? 33 for 6 NT. Good, so straight to 6 no trumps there. 4 no trumps would just be quantitative, invitational. North might pass. Well done. Let's play our last hand. We're doing quite well on time. 10-20. So we've got 1 more hand to play. And here it is. What do you think East is going to open here? Should we have a little guessing game? Anyone like to guess what East is going to open, given that's our hand of South? I like games. Yes, I don't think you need to be a rocket scientist to see that they're going to open 3 diamonds here, aren't they? And would you overcall 3 spades on that? Just before I go, yes, this week we're having a review with the improvers at 9:30 in the morning. Do come along. What are we reviewing? Second and third hand plays, defensive hands, normal Blackwood we're looking at, and a few other things as well. For the review. And this time, in a week's time, Monday morning, we're doing a review ourselves. 3 spades is fine here with opening values, yes. Four diamonds. Let's take a peek at North. Now, interesting what North might do. So the opponent's ability diamonds. Partner's overcalled 3 spades. What next for North? Have a little think about it. We've got a minute or two. What do we got? 13 points. Partner's got 5 or 6 spades. What do you think if you're... I haven't really said hello to you if you're watching a replay, but a belated good morning or good afternoon or good evening if you're part of our replay team. Do you remember, like someone did from New Zealand, posted a message to me last week, which was nice. I was happy to answer on the posting page on the LBO website. Let me just have a think about this. How good a hand is that now that... How many diamonds do you know that South has got? Let's just think about that for a second. So if I was holding that hand as North, I'd be thinking, how good is my hand all of a sudden? How many diamonds has South got? East has bid 3 diamonds, showing 7. West has bid 4 diamonds, level of the fit. So they've got 10 between them. Yeah. South is void in diamonds. So where are their points? They're not in hearts. South's opening hand values must be in spades and clubs. Has that hand improved a lot, given this auction? Given all that information, would you like to have a get out of jail free about what bid you might make? It's suddenly turned into a monster hand. Yeah, it really has. But even the Queen of Clubs is a good card, knowing that partner will have points in clubs. So very well done. So I know 1 or 2 of you did. 1 or 2 of you bid 6 spades without the prompt. If you did that on replay, you did really well. Yeah. Yeah. It's a really good shot, that. And they'll lead their ace of diamonds. Partner's suit. Well, interesting. Counting losers, we certainly might have a club to lose if the finesse is not working. And we might have a spade to lose here. Right, well, it's interesting. It's not going to be easy. Which card do we play next as declarer? Clearly it's right to draw trumps for the time being. But which trump does declarer play, do you think? We started off with 11 between us, didn't we? Yes, played the aces with the odds here, hoping they're going to divide 1-1. Yeah. But as expected from the preempt, West has got the king of spades, king X. So that's no good. We are going to lose a spade. What next for declarer? Can you see a way? I mean, you might think that this contract now depends on the club finesse, 50-50. But are there extra chances? Can you see a way? Possibly of not having... See, if I was playing this hand here, I'd be thinking, I'm going to lose to the king of spades. But I'd rather not take the club finesse. It's probably not going to work anyway, given that East opened 3 diamonds. Can we avoid the club finesse? That's what I'd be thinking. So what we need to do is play a heart. And what card do we play next from the dummy? Really tough hands today, but it's good to have harder hands. Good to give you a challenge. No point me just giving you 3 no trumps with 2 easy over tricks. Good. Well, when you do an end play, that's definitely what I'd be thinking about. You need to eliminate the side suit. So we need to create a void in diamonds. Good. Well, we're getting on quite nicely. We've still got work to do. What do we do next in the dummy? We need to be careful, by the way. We need to be careful. There's the clue. I'm not going to give you another get out jail free card. It's getting dog-eared. Might have to get a new one. But hang on a second. I think I just need to remind you, this is our last time in dummy. Can't get back to dummy. And remember, when you do an end play, you need to eliminate, try and create a void in as many suits as possible, normally 1 or even 2 suits. So what must we do before playing the 7 of diamonds? This is why end play is hard. You know, it's normally the domain of the club expert. Jack Stockton on a good day. Squeezes are even harder. They're one step harder than end plays. We don't bother with squeezes right now. Right, yes, you must play the Queen of Hearts, essential, to create the void in both hands. Otherwise, you see, West has an easy exit card. That's why. You're trying to strip the hand down. Used to be known as stripping the hand down in the 80s. You know, like you'd strip down some wallpaper. Now we finish off with roughing out the diamond. Good. So we're in a really good position now. We've got void in diamonds. We've got lots of trumps. We've got a void in diamonds in both hands. A void in hearts. What do we do next as declarer? What is our exit card here? Well, unusually, this is going to be what we call a trump end play. It does happen. Yeah, you can also have a trump end play. So we exit, very well done, with our losing trump. And we've still got plenty of trumps left in either hand. So we've exited with the trump, and now West, just take a look at West's hand, look, they are end played. If they lead a heart, they give us a ruff and a discard. We discard the 4 of clubs and ruff in our hand. They're probably in practice going to lead, hang on. In practice, they will lead a club, hoping their partner's got the ace maybe. But they haven't. We win cheaply with the jack. Cash the ace of clubs. And just, yeah, rest are ours. Trumps. Hooray! We finished on a high on Monday morning. We have made 6 spades, 980. I don't think that one's available in replay, but there are plans afoot to give you 4 hands to play when Bashir gets back from holiday rather than just the 2. So we'll put that one in at a later date. So well done all. Thank you for your advice on that one. That was quite a fun hand to finish on, wasn't it? Right, let's just go back and give you 3 things to remember. You might be reaching for the pills after this one, some of you. Yeah, so remember, after a preempt, a suit overcall shows a decent 5-card suit in opening values. Don't preempt after a preempt. Secondly, double for takeout just with 12 points or more at a shortage in open suit, just like you double a 1-level bid. And finally, look out for that 3-no trump, that bold bid with 16 or more points. And a stopper in opener's suit. Here, Andrew, look, I just want to give Andrew some paracetamol. Andrew, can you just grab that? Yeah, oh, yeah, it's gone, thank you. There you go, Andrew. I like to help out where I can. It's 10:30 UK time.
Right. Everybody's got a bit of a headache after that, do you think?
I wouldn't say everyone, but definitely the less experienced players in our class. And clearly we have a wide range of experience in our, people who've been playing bridge for probably several decades. Some have been playing just a few years. But there was a harder lesson, Franny. I said that a few times.
It was.
Didn't you think?
It was, but lucky you've got the notes.
They've got notes to read through as well. They've got the replay, of course, which is invaluable.
Exactly.
And the set hands, because it's a more difficult topic, the set hands are harder as well. And that kind of goes with the territory. But I've told them what they're doing next week. Next week, we're doing a review. So it's time just to take a step back, with the question and answer. We'll play 4 interesting set hands as well.
Okay, that'll be excellent.
And then, of course, this Wednesday, review with the improvers. That should be good as well. Reviews are always good because they're question and answer. The slightly more difficult things we've covered over the last 5 or 6 weeks. I'm just looking at the bar. Lots of thank yous. Too many to thank the thank yous, but I do always appreciate your comments in the chat box at the end of the class, everyone. Yes, revisiting, some revising. So, Franny, I am packing a suitcase in about an hour's time. Right. And the country I'm going to begins with the letter S.
I think some people have already said Spain, haven't they?
Well, we had a guessing game last week, didn't we, with the improvers? They came up with all sorts of weird and wonderful countries. It was quite fun. They were coming up. Somalia, Singapore, Serbia, if that's a country. And we came up with St. Lucia. We came up with
Is it just a holiday? It's not teaching. You're not teaching?
Alice is coming in with Slovakia. Look, Alice is entering into the spirit. And Maggie, Sri Lanka. Look.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I was going to Sri Lanka, Maggie. That would be lovely. Mary wants me to go to Sweden. Scotland, Peter. Well, I do love Scotland, but I don't know about the climate. Sardinia. Yeah, I could be going. I wouldn't mind going to Sardinia, Franny.
True.
When you saying a sea of tranquility. Slovenia from Jill V.
We can't go to
a Caribbean island, of course. You can have St. Kitts or St. Lucia. Is there a St. Bartholomew's, or am I making that up?
You can't go to Sicily because they've just had Mount Etna erupt, haven't they? So
Sicily, that's good one. Jill V's just come up with Sicily. Derek is coming in with Sicily, Derek, where we did a bridge holiday there years ago, staying in Taormina. It was really nice. St. Bart's, another Caribbean island, I think. Brian wants me to go to Scotland. Maggie's on Sierra Leone. I wouldn't have guessed that one. That's good to have a bit of non-bridge stuff, isn't it, at the end? Debbie wants me to go to Saturn. I can't quite afford the SpaceX or whatever it's called with Elon Musk, Debbie, no. I wouldn't want to go into space anyway. It'd scare the living daylights out of me.
We can't send you to the States because Bajir's already there, so we can't have 2 in the States.
No. Slovakia has been mentioned. I don't think Serbia is a country. I'm not sure. As regulars will know, geography is not my favourite. St. Vincent, Elsie, yes. I imagine that's St. Lucia we've mentioned. Caribbean island. This game could go on all day, but I am going to Spain. Yes, I'm going on a little golfing break with my 13-year-old son.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, just for 4 days.
So gorgeous.
He really likes playing golf, so that'll be fun for us.
It'd be a short flight for you, wouldn't it? Yes,
it's only an hour and a half, 2 hours. 2 hours, I think, just from Leeds, Bradford to Malaga. So, talking of which, though, Maggie, I haven't packed my suitcase yet, and I leave at lunchtime, so I think I'm going to go and have to throw some things in a suitcase.
I think so. All right.
So really enjoyed the lesson this morning. I enjoyed the difficulty level. I think really when they are harder, the students learn more. There were quite a few things there that weren't clear and quite a few wrong answers, especially in the first half of the lesson. But I think as we went on, the students got to grips with it. So
I think it's excellent that Jack's mum was present because she could field quite a few questions for you, Jack.
It's always nice when Jack's mum's with us. You're right, Franny, because she can help out with the questions as well. When I'm busy, she can answer questions. So thank you, Jack's mum. I will enjoy my golf journey. I'll try and hit a straight ball down the fairway. It's easier said than done.
Wow.
So, Franny, thank you for stepping in. We do appreciate you hosting.
No problem. And so next week, and then I think Bajir's back then, isn't he? The following Monday, he's back.
I think he's back on the 31st, the bank holiday. So we sorted out our tech issue. I think what I must do is I must let you go first by pressing the button and then start teaching the lesson like we did.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, because when the video was still there, I think it was a little bit floating. So I think just let you go. Then I went and did Jack's Jolly, which was fine.
We're floating around like heavenly bodies. Anyhow, all right. So we'll say goodbye. And you have a terrific trip with your son. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We really appreciate that, don't we, Jack?
Well, it's been great fun. I do enjoy Monday morning lessons. Really
makes it so much fun. When there's
fun, obviously I can just, it's great technology. I can just sit here and give a bridge lesson to everyone, wherever they are, whether it be in Scotland or Brighton or Ireland or further seas. So whereas before COVID, Franny, the only people I taught were people either who lived in North Yorkshire, local, so I went to see face to face, or on bridge holidays. So the fact that everyone can benefit from my teaching now and the set hands and the notes is just fantastic.
It's not easy teaching, though. I mean, I don't think it's that easy, to be honest.
No. It's taken me 30 years to perfect it. Franny, I'll let you go.
Okay, well, I'll say goodbye to everybody, and I'll hit the end button here.
Yeah. Thank you, Alice. Thanks, Beetle.
Bye.